This game sucks. Welcome to the first episode of Flash Gaming Frog, starring the angriest Flash gamer to be a frog. This series was inspired by Kiki Ash. No, I'm not talking about a Ghibli character if she ended up in 1692 Salem. I'm talking about another angry video game nerd spin-off channel featuring the angriest transsexual gamer in the world. Thanks to Miss Kiki Ash for inspiring me to make this series. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how pissed off I am about a Flash game called Oreo O's Extreme Cream Control. And that's coming from a frog who loves Oreo O's. Granted, I don't know why there's an apostrophe before the S at the end, considering it's a plural and not a possessive or a contraction, but the cereal is still great. I will not be saying the same thing about this Flash game. Just from the title alone, this game gives me severe M&M's kart racing vibes, so it already sucks my frog slime right off the bat. Why would I want to play a Flash game about a brand of cereal? Then again, Chex Quest is a good game, so maybe this will be halfway decent. But believe it or not, I'm gonna show you how this game is way worse than anyone would expect, even from a game about cereal. The first thing I want to address about this game is the music that plays in the opening menu, which is also the same music that plays during the gameplay. Want to listen to it? Don't worry, your ears are working just fine. There is no music during the majority of the game. I guess 433 by John Cage was more influential than I thought. Hey, do you want to hear the music to this game? Okay. Do you want to hear it again? No? Well, you just did. According to the in-game menu, the game takes place on a planet called Emerk. You know it's not a great sign when a 5-year-old can come up with better fake planet names than the game developers. It also doesn't help that the instructions have a typo unless the game is actually trying to say that the alien can cause the player to risk losing points or the level instead of for the level. I sincerely doubt it, because you don't lose points the same way that you lose a level. When I said I wanted this game to get the F out of my life, this is not what I meant. So the goal of the game is to use the tubes to deliver the cream to the cereal box. One problem I had with the first time playing this game is that it didn't explain in the instructions how the 4-way tube works. You should never use these tubes, because actually trying to use them to flow the cream makes the game way harder than it needs to be. So it just baffles me why they ended up in the game in the first place. This game can do a better job at flowing cream by sucking my frog dick. This game's major fatal flaw can easily be found by playing the game for only a few minutes at most. I very quickly noticed that there is practically no penalty for placing random pipes wherever you want. So by a long shot, the easiest way to beat a level in this game is to place the pipes you don't want to use all willy-nilly on the side of the map until you have the pipe you want. Then you place the pipe where you want to and rinse and repeat. Now you could say that there's actually a very good reason for this. I mean, if you did say that, you'd be wrong in every conceivable way, but you could hypothetically say that, but it makes the earlier stages way too easy. Why did they develop the game this way? Imagine if in Tetris, you could choose what block you wanted to lay down at any time. There would be zero challenge, and the game would suck ass harder than the pool drain from the fourth Final Destination movie. I am aware that making a longer chain results in a higher score, but would it have killed the developers to get rid of the blatantly obvious exploit that plagues the entire game? Did they even playtest this shit? Not to mention, after you complete a series of pipes, you don't automatically move on to the next level like a real Flash game. Here, you have to painstakingly wait for ages for the cream to travel through the pipes. Sometimes this can be useful because you need more time to complete the level, but wouldn't it be a lot better if you had an option to speed up the process? It's not like you couldn't alter the speed of the game in Bloons Tower Defense 4. After you complete a level, you actually get treated to a cutscene with a number of entertaining aspects to it. Unfortunately, that number is 0. It's an unskippable cutscene of lame dance moves over a shitty 4-second instrumental loop. And you better like it, because these 4 seconds of audio are the only music in the entire game. I will admit that the harder stages are decently challenging, and I was able to get a shred of entertainment playing them as a result. So congratulations! What do you want, a cookie? Because despite this game's efforts, I sure as hell don't. It's worth mentioning that when you fail 3 times, you get sent back all the way to the beginning of the game. So you have to play the easy levels all over again. And I wouldn't have a problem with this if they weren't so mind-numbingly boring and slow to play through. Oh, and when you quit, the game asks you, do you really want to quit? Fuck yeah I do. Oreo O's extreme cream control is so bad, I've seen better cream control from a broken condom. And then to add insult to injury, when you click yes, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. Is this some sort of sick joke? Or is this game genuinely trying to subliminally trick me into thinking that I want to play forever? Well, that's bullshit, because this game sucks my frog slime so hard, it should get tested for diseases. And yes, frog mucus is a type of slime. I can't believe the princess and the frog lied to me. Anyways, this game is so fucking terrible, I'd rather be dipped in milk and eaten by a venomous snake. I'd rather make like Limp Bizkit and stick an actual Oreo cookie up my asshole. Fuck everything about this game and never play it for the rest of your life, even if someone pays you to. This has been the Flash Gaming Frog, and I'm gonna destroy this piece of fuck.